What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to G Myers World. And as we get geared up for Madden 21, which is about 24 days away or 22 days, whatever you want to call it, depending on how early you get it, there's a lot of things going on with these abilities and a lot of things that you guys want to know. What are we going to be doing? What's going on with it? Right now, we're just going ahead. It's habit, doing our daily objective, buying a pack from the store, and then going out there to win 2 games. Just in case you guys are asking, like, yo, why are you always buying a pack every video when, you know, what's going on? That's the thing. It's like muscle memory, dude. Like, you're going to have to do that. Whoever the MUT Master is, you're going to need daily objectives to get it. EA Sports has been doing that for the last whatever amount of years, and it makes it so that everybody can't just start the game and get them right away. You got to at least wait like 30 days to get the MUT Master, usually. Or some people get it earlier, whatever, but usually it's a wait period depending on the daily objectives. Now, one of the most hated abilities in Madden 20 was the Most ability. But what would happen was, I'm not even going to lie about it, bro. When it first came out, I wanted to try it too. Like, I was a bum for a couple games too, dog. Then I realized what happens is everybody pays attention to that player. They blitz everybody, and usually EA Sports won't let you catch it. Now, remember, EA did tune it and made it longer, so it went to 55 yards. I think originally it was like 50 yards. They increased it by 5 yards to kind of make it a little bit more difficult, to make it so that, you know, you have to be further back to do it, but it doesn't really matter. A lot of guys come out and they just want to get that first touchdown or that first red zone play. So right here, once you notice what's going on, I realized immediately, this dude sucks at Madden, but it wasn't about that. What it was about is the fact that he had the nerve to come out and then motion guys around in strong close to try to go ahead and get this Most ability off. Now, like I told you guys before, it's better to give up a first down than to give up a touchdown. So you're sending everybody. Once you see this star, well, the X, and it's lit up and it's just crazy, you know what's up. All right, everybody knows what's up. So it's like, all right, cool. Everybody's coming. Like, somebody's gonna get this idiot. Like, I don't know what he's doing, but it doesn't matter. Regardless of the situation, we have to make sure that we secure the bag, and we had to go ahead and take care of that. Now, usually what happens is when you sack somebody that, like, you know, that doesn't know what they're doing, they immediately come back out and hurry up offense. Okay, and then it's right to the flat, and you pretty much know the game's over. Like, this dude right here, he's not going to last. Now, remember, the scheme that we're running is completely outrageous. We have 3 running backs with abilities. So we are just running the wildest scheme ever, and it doesn't really matter. And I know a lot of you guys are like, yeah, you could do a lot of different things. You could do like a, you know, have a lineman and all that stuff, and 2 running backs. It don't really matter. The linemen have really been nerfed in this game to the point where it's like, if it's anybody other than the center with like all day to get you more time in the pocket, it doesn't really matter. Now, would that help in the run game? It's possible. You know what I'm saying? The center being like OP, having abilities, maybe that would work. You know, it is what it is. I don't know. Am I willing to try it? Probably. We got like 2 weeks left before Madden comes out. Yeah, we can try it, but again, I get pretty decent blocking with my guys just being regular. So I'm not really, you know, set tripping with it. I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But again, if you guys want to go ahead and utilize different, like, you know, add to it, go ahead and add to it. Remember, we were doing this back, what, September? You know, running around with dudes with abilities, just doing whatever we want. I don't know how this guy didn't get into the end zone. But, you know, at that point, this guy had enough. He realized, like, you know what? I'm probably not going to win this game because I had Moss. I didn't get it. I suck at the game, so let me just get out of the game. So he did what was right. He said, look, I got my goldfish ready to slap box. Let me go slap box with him and not play around with this guy, G Maya. Let me just finish that up. So he left the game. And I want to go ahead and emphasize, right? A lot of you guys that are running this devilish scheme, some of you guys are scared because you're like, yo, I'm taking my abilities off of my outside guys. Now, remember, I'm going to show you guys some more gameplay. The thing about the streak specialist, if you don't have it, EA lessens the percentage of you catching the ball. So you really have to have really good user to make it happen. Okay? But Walter Payton should be your starting running back. Okay? As far as, like, whichever way you want to do it. I had to come to the conclusion, Bo Jackson is garbage, but he's my free golden ticket. And I use him at fullback to start because people, you know, they short kick the ball or whatever, and you can probably get an armbar animation off and go for 6. Or get it into the other, you know, get it over the side of the field that you want to be, into your opponent's territory by having a guy like Bo Jackson there. But I want to point out that Walter Payton should probably be your starting running back because the dude is just way too OP for no reason. He's a savage. And I don't know what it is about him, but he just makes plays. And it is what it is. Like, there's nothing else to really argue about with it. Like, the dude, he just does whatever he wants. Now, as you guys go ahead and start to understand, all right, look, all we're trying to do right now is just torment dudes for the rest of the Madden 20 year. You could go ahead and put Rob Gronkowski as your starting wide receiver, Zach Gentry as your other receiver, whatever. But again, the 3 running back scheme, that's what the issue is. That's what creates all of the problems. Now, some of you guys are saying, leaving feedback, Jemiah, what about, like I said earlier in the video, abilities on your linemen? When they patch Nasty Streak, for the most part, the linemen are useless unless they're at their natural position. So the tackles and stuff like that, trying to move them to tight end, you don't really get an advantage. There's 0 advantage with it. So you can't do anything. And that's what one of the major issue is. Because of that, we are set in a situation where it's like, okay, should we go ahead and dabble with the lineman if we're not really passing the ball as much? Because to be honest with you, if I give it, let's say I give it to one of my left tackles. Let's say I give Nasty Streak to my left tackle. He'll animate, but only at that position. But most of the runs, he's not really going downfield like that, which is why when they first, remember when Joe Thomas was like the first dude to get Nasty Streak and dudes were running around with him at tight end and he was just straight pummeling everybody? That made the game wild because it brought us back to like that Madden 25 with the big maulers. My problem is if I do that and I'm not getting the satisfaction of a dude getting pancaked every play, I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Because guys, remember, that's an ability that you are wasting. Because if the player doesn't do you got to make sure that whatever side of the ball you on, the abilities that you use, they work every single play. And keep that in your mind going into Madden 21. I'm telling you right now, guys, you can't just, if the ability is not OP and it's not making us be superhuman and something out of Marvel, we can't use it. Because it's going against the cap. For those of you guys that are playing salary cap, it's doing all of this stuff, and then you're not getting something out of it every play. And the guy we just played had abilities on the center, and we were still screaming at him. So this is the things that you guys have to understand. Whichever way you guys want to start building it, it has to be in your mind right now. You got to see it before it happens. So I already have a lot of my ideas as soon as Madden 21 is launched, how we're going to do it. I'm going to wait to kind of share it with you guys because I'm trying to go through it, taking notes, making sure I can really, explain to you guys how we're going to work it. But we're going to be fine. We're not going to have any issues. All you got to do is turn on your notifications, bruh, and be sub. Follow me, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of Gmia's World. You're going to be all set. You're going to sleep like a baby with the scheme you're going to run because you're going to know that it's going to make these other guys are going to be so angry about it. And that's going to be the beautiful thing about it in the end. So you need, with this scheme right here, I prefer to have the 3 running backs with abilities as opposed to wasting abilities on a lineman and that guy not doing what he's supposed to do. That's my opinion. You guys can choose to do whichever way, however you want to run it. But if you have a running back for every single down, it just makes everything impossible for your opponent and opens up a lot of more avenues to where it's like, bruh, dudes are going to rage quit similar to the way that this guy just did it right there. So let me know if you have any other questions or comments and keep leaving that feedback. Madden 21 will be here very, very soon. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.